Oh
Yeah.
goodness! All right, Stephen. Let's hear a
Yes,
little
sir.
bit about what's been going on with you, man. I know you haven't been cooking very long either, have you?
No, sir. I'm like I didn't know Shane's story. I'm about the same boat as him. This is actually completing my second full year.
Okay.
I started my first cook was in June, right before the summer break, and it was after that first cook is when I decided I needed some help because got hooked on. I got a ninth place chicken call on
Right.
my first cook, not knowing anything, and I got hooked
Yeah,
on it.
that's good. Yeah.
And I, you know, little quick history. I was working to be a head judge with IBCA at the time, and I was uh, uh, assistant judge, and kind of heard about BBQ Champs Academy and stuff like that. But once I cooked, I mean, when I decided this is kind of what I wanted to get into a little bit more,
Right.
and then that's during that summer is when I took my first class and to kind of cook through the summer here at home.
Right.
And my first cook after that was Justin's and cook off up in Albert at the Watermelon, and got I think a seventh overall.
Wow. Right off the
And
get go.
by the doing what I learned from the first class that I took,
Okay.
and then I just kind of went from there.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, man. You've been on a roll. I mean, for somebody new to cooking in only a couple years,
Right?
you have definitely been on your A game. So when you show up, we know we better be on our A
Oh
game to
yeah,
beat
yeah.
you.
I can sneak up on you. I can sometimes not have a good cook,
Right.
but
Yeah.
I'd say don't necessarily sleep on me. I
No,
do the best I can.
that's it. You're always consistent. That's the
Yeah.
key. Shame.
Steven, it's funny you say that. I mean, because like you can always not have a good cook, but like even after winning this weekend, like doing CBA and getting my comments, I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, I don't know that I even wanted to see my comments after this
Right.
weekend. It's like I would, but it's like
Right.
I get the same comments that I got after winning that I get when I don't win.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
like I don't even want to see those jokers.
Yeah.
Like literally, I put them right here. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Them comments don't mean nothing. We get that all the time in our
yeah.
forums and stuff. Somebody is taking a class, and they're like, well, they said it's too salty, and this one says it's too sweet. What am I supposed to, or not salty enough? What am I supposed to do? And I was like, take them comments and throw them away.
Yeah.
They're just
I
enough
always
to
like
get you
what
confused.
Yeah, I always like what Chris Hatcher said. He said everybody wants comments when they cook until they get them.
That's right. That's exactly it. What is it going to do? I mean, are you going to change anything? That's just one judge at one cook-off that, oh, they said it was too salty. Okay, or you going to go to the next competition and they're going to go, man, it didn't have no salt on it. It was terrible.
Yeah,
So,
and that judge not going to be at the next
and
competition.
you'll be there. That's exactly.
So,
That's
I
right.
I kept a sheet from the Great Wagyu Roundup. It was Eric and I's first CBA, first time to cook pork in a comp,
yeah,
and we had first place pork, but the comments were not. One was too sweet, not sweet enough. Too salty, not salty enough, and we still got first place. And I'm like, it just made no sense.
Yeah, is that confusing enough? So which one are you supposed to believe? So
My favorite comment this weekend was on my brisket. Nice. Oh, it said good pull. I'm like, how do you know I have a good pull when you're knife and fork judging?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Good pull. Yeah, good pull. Yeah.
Wow.
Hey.
Yeah. It just goes to show, man. I like James said, man. I don't pay no attention to the comments. It don't matter.
You can't.
All you can do is cook your profile, taste it, put it in the box. This is what I'm looking for, and hope for the best. And if that day, if they like sweet and savory, if they like sweet and heat, you nailed it right. So
and nobody bitches when they win with shitty turn-ins, but everybody bitches when they lose with good turn-ins.
Yeah, that's it. So,
I love that.
Yeah, that's so true. Let's see what even Kyle said. I got one that said not enough oak flavor one time. Wow, man, somebody's got a heck of a palate if they know oak from hickory from pecan. So. Mark says they sure are fun to read. Yeah, it's for sure. Yeah, I look at them and go, yeah, okay, they don't know what they're talking about. So, Oh, goodness gracious. Well, where are you cooking next, Stephen?
I'm taking this weekend off. I'm eyeing maybe Seymour.
Okay.
That's a new cook with our outlaw organization. So I haven't been up there. It's about 2 hours away from me, so not too bad.
Okay. That's not bad.
Work will probably help dictate that.
Right. Right.
But I think my next definite one, I know the first week is Keller Lions Club.
Okay.
I think that's the first week of October. I know for sure that's a definite.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
second
Okay.
weekend, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Hey, Steven, can I tell you something about Busted for Baylor in Seymour, Texas?
What's that?
So Eric and I went and cooked that a couple of years ago. You might know a guy that got, I think, third place in the beer belly dancing contest. Just to let you know. And then they have a little people throwing contest.
Okay.
And then it's a biker rally as well. And when I say biker, it's not like my buddy Scott Loftus, a 55-year-old guy that has a $30,000 Harley. It's the guy that have the patches on the back.
I understand.
It'll be the most interesting weekend you've ever had at a cook-off. I can guarantee you that.
Wow.
I like it.
That's funny. That's funny. So you got a few cook-offs, and I know now you made the segment for the is that the third segment? First, second, third segment.
No.
So was it the third segment that you
The
got in for?
Second segment is the one I won that one.
So you won the second segment. So you're in for the
Yeah,
outlaw
so I'm
bounty
in.
hunt.
So
okay.
So that kind of frees me up. I don't, I'm not chasing points
right.
as heavily now.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so Cody Allenbar just showed up. Do you think there's some way that we could perhaps buy him out of not winning this last segment so he's not in the bounty hunt?
Back-to-back GC.
Yeah, I think somehow or another we need to get him on a vacation to go to Hawaii or something and just, get him away from it because, the rate he's going, man, he is absolutely killing it. And he ain't cooked in forever, and he just goes out like there's nothing to it. So, oh, my goodness gracious.
Hey.
Cody's tough to beat.
Yeah,
I've used to a long time ago before Steven and Shane would show up. Like it was like if I saw Cody Allenbar, Brian Parker, or Chris Hatcher, I knew it was going to be a long day.
Oh yeah,
Cody just cooks and wins. Like it's crazy.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. So
need to ask Cody how big was that chicken he put in the box?
How big was that chicken, Cody?
Yeah.
It must have been.
Oh my God! I walked in right behind it. I want to see how big he says that thing was before I comment.
Jason,
probably 5.5 pounds.
Yeah, probably
small
so.
turkey.
Does he do big chickens usually?
Yeah, I think he does.
Oh, okay.
He said it was.
He said turkey.
It was a turkey.
I would believe him. I walked in behind him. I swear a leg was sticking out of it. And I was says, I don't even know how he closed the box.
Oh gosh.
And I said, I guess from my little bit of time, you want to kind of stay with that little bit of smaller chicken,
right?
So stay tender. And so when I got a second place chicken, and I said, all right, at least I didn't get beat by Cody.
Right.
I'm up there getting my little stuff, and they call that number, and sure enough, here he comes walking around the corner. And I said, ain't no way that big ass turkey. Or chicken.
It was turkey.
He did it. It must be good. He must know how to cook a big chicken.
Yeah.
He cooked a turkey in Houston, and Houston they have smaller boxes.
Yeah.
And I don't know what he does, like some type of like martial arts or something, Brazilian jiu-jitsu on that turkey, but he fit it in that box, and I was like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. He said,
I
don't know
about
about y'all.
A little bit.
He says, I don't know about y'all, but I'm having a hard time finding small birds. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah, that's right. I'll agree with that.
It's hard to
small
find.
Small birds are, I think I cooked I think it was a 4.6, and that was the smallest. And it took me, that was 3 trips to HEB to find that.
Yeah.
Everything else was all 5 pounds and up.
Yeah. Yeah. Shane, what size chickens you cook? Are you doing thighs?
No. Well, so get this. So I'm going to Pine Bluff this weekend, KCBS. And otherwise, I was going to Springtown because I mean I love CBA, but I got some Australia buddies in town that we cooked meat stock with, and they're in town right now, so they're going to Pine Bluff with old Tyler Cannon, if y'all know him. And
Oh yeah.
so the wife and I said, all right, screw it. We got friends up that way, so we're going to go up to Pine Bluff and do – it's only our second KCBS of the year. So I go to HEB today, and I go walking in there, and, man, I go right to the whole chickens. I'm like, oh, wait a minute, put them back. I had to go over to the legs and thighs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the HEB at Spring Creek and Preston had a bunch of small whole chickens if you need any.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, man, I mean, on my whole birds, I'm a 4.7 to 5 pound guy because I mean, if I need to trim it down a little bit, I'll take some meat off of it to make it fit in the box. But the 4.2 to 4.5s, like for me, the way I cook, dry out on me. But I'm running them on my drum. I'm running them at 300 and dropping my rack down a little bit, but they dry out on me a little bit. So, but that's just the way I cook them, and
Right.
so yeah. I mean, but every bird's different, right? And
Right.
so yeah. But I'm a 4.7 to 4. I prefer 4.7 to 4.9. That's where I'm at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good sized chicken. I mean,
Yep.
I'm usually somewhere in that area too. That's
Yeah.
kind of where I like them.